Heck, you already.
I mean, because
you already hit the button. I guess I am ready.
Hey, huh?
Yeah, hey, happy Friday. Listeners of the Spit Cup and Roy show. Hey, welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's the end of the week. We're glad you made it. Maybe it's raining where you are, because it dang sure is here.
El Reno.
Yeah, but that ain't bad though. Hey, it got hot one day this week, and it was kind of miserably hot.
Sometimes it gets hot.
Man, I know it's hot up at that ball game on Tuesday. No, Monday. I was sitting up in
Especially sitting up in a little old tiny press box with
yeah.
no fan.
Man, I felt like I was a hot pocket sitting in an oven.
I was a hot pocket one time.
Hot pocket. Yeah, I like hot pockets.
Like when the pocket's hot.
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, you know what's cool, man? Otis Cornbuckle called me the other day. He said, "Man, I like y'all's show, man. Y'all good at talking with each other like that. Y'all are slicker than calf slobber on a sycamore limb."
Man,
that's slick.
It is, yeah.
And I said, "Thanks, Otis."
He does have a way with words.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a poet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Otis. Skid Mark's his cousin.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't worth it.
You seen him? He got a big old birthmark on the back of him.
Like a racing stripe.
Yeah.
Look like
he been going fast.
Like somebody burned him with a curling iron.
Yeah. Hey, what's today's holiday, man?
So today, we have national. That's weird that this is only one day, because man, we celebrated this every day when I was in the service, especially when I was a mechanic.
Yeah.
Right, and I know you did when you were a fireman, because those are just different breeds of folks, right? Yeah, you had the folks who sat in the office who they did great things as well, but we were a little off. Folks that were mechanics and firemen and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So today happens to be National Good Game Day.
Oh man, I love this day.
Right? I mean, you see it on TV, right? But they're like, "Hey, good game."
Oh yeah, so like the baseball coaches and football coaches.
Yeah, but there's just like little pity pats, and
so today's the day where you can rear back in Egypt.
Yes.
And connect on your buddy's Bohiny and tell him good game.
Yeah. You have to say good game.
If you don't say good game,
you can't just slap
the
snot out of somebody.
Yeah.
Because that's grounds for sexual harassment.
Mm-hmm. Or get your sexed.
Get harassed sexually.
Yeah.
Right?
So and don't leave like a finger poking out when you go to smack, or don't give a little firm grip at the end of your.
Yeah, don't
smack.
hold it long. It's just
pop.
Just as we say, you just hit it and you quit it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's where that term came from.
Oh, hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it. Right.
That must come on. That's Good Game Day brought that on.
It had to have been, right? Because you're not supposed to linger back there. You're not supposed to cop a feel.
Yeah, because there's other things that linger back there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Like somebody might have eased one out at the post office. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now you're slapping them, and it's going to waft you in the face.
Yeah.
Right. Because do you have to? Do you have to?
You have
to let it linger?
You do.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
That's very good right there.
So today, hey, if you want to do it to a stranger, right? You're sitting in line at the Walmart, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
And you're allowed to get away with it today, right? So, National Good Game Day.
Somebody may turn around and want to know where your squaring off spot is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what if you ain't got one?
He might go ahead and
He'll find
dust
one for you
right there.
Here's as good a place as any, he might say.
Put you in the Yugoslavian back twist.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Those hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. I seen something on TV.
Was it virtually?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It was not yet virtually. This was supposedly, right? Is that right? Supposedly?
If we don't get it right, we have somebody who will let us know tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So I think everybody knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was happening in real life.
Yep.
But they were not doing it for real. Does that make any sense? What I saw on TV was this sporting event called Larping.
Well,
Larping. Larp.
Well, you lost me when you said sporting event.
Yeah, this is sport.
Was that on ESPN 8? The Ocho.
I don't even know what channel it was.
It
was late at night.
It was on like 2 in the morning.
I thought I was watching some like a Troy or something, but there was these medieval people
or Braveheart,
or Gladiator or something.
You're going to see Mel Gibson running down the hill with his 14-foot sword.
Yeah, there was all these people, sword fighting and trying to save a queen, this, that, and other, and come to find out it was all for fun.
Hitting herself with pool noodles and trash can lids.
Mm-hmm. I guess it was kind of like a movie, like what they do in the movies. They're faking.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for a movie. It was for.
They were faking for reals.
Yeah, they were for real faking.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyway, it's called LARPing. It stands for
live action role playing.
Live action role playing.
Yeah. Now, I do know what you're talking about because when I was stationed in California. So this had to have been between the year 99 and 2005. I had a buddy out there, and we would get together, once a week, once every other week, me and a handful of friends, to do some gaming, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it be role playing or on the computer or something, right?
Yeah,
that was just something that we did. And he, one weekend he's like, "Hey man, you want to, go down to Sacramento for? Hey, we're gonna be LARPing down there." And I said, "Well, I don't know if that's the place I want to go do that, or Sacramento. That's full." He's like, "Hey, no, it's we're LARPing." I said,
"That's where a lot of crooked stuff happens."
I said, "What is that? I don't even know what you're trying to get me to do. I'm happily married. I don't know if I want to go down there."
Yeah.
He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I really don't know."
I don't bat from the left side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not ambidextrous or whatever that means. Right?
Ambo.
Yeah. And he's like, "No, this is what it is. Me and at the time it was his girlfriend. He's like, "Hey, me and so we go down there. We do this, every now and again." I said, "Okay, maybe it'd be cool. I'll go watch. I'll go check it out. So I go down there. This is the craziest thing I see. I mean, it was like a mob of people, 20 people on this side, 20 people on that side, and it's like they just said.
And somebody goes, "Charge!"
Yeah, you hear.
And for all you know, it's about to go down.
Yeah, I thought I was in the middle of The Outsiders. You had the people with their sweater vests tied around their neck on one side, and you had the other people. What were they called?
Spiked bats.
Yeah, the socias and the greasers out there. You know what I mean? So, and they were, I would say running. Their form of, running.
Yeah, because when I was watching it, I got interested. I'm like, what is going on, right? And they had like a segment where they talked to some of the individuals, like afterwards, and like what their life's like and all that. Every one of them, right? Every one of them was like this 26-year-old guy that still goes to Pokemon conventions and no job or a job that makes little money and no goals in life.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
Yeah, that was them. The skinny jeans people.
Oh, come on.
That was them, man.
Some of these folks are pretty wonderful.
Maybe
pretty successful.
I imagine they're good people.
Doing great things.
They just have they just different strokes.
You're lumping them in all together.
You're
stereotyping them.
Yeah, I am, and I'm proud of it.
Look, here's what I'm gonna say.
It's all fun and games.
Yeah, until what?
Until something.
Till you get invited.
Till you get invited into.
To your best buddies, like, hey,
LARPing.
Hey, you want to go LARPing this weekend? And he shows up to pick you up, and you're out there with your waders on, your fishing pole, right? And you think it's something else, and you're like, what?
Hey, can you imagine somebody asking you, "Hey, man, you want to go LARP hunting? We're gonna go LARP fishing.
Hey, we're gonna go check for LARPers.
We're not gonna really catch. Hey, I know some people that think they are fishermen, but they're really LARP fishermen.
Oh, man.
They don't ever catch nothing. They're just out there getting their hook wet.
out there drowning worms.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're not fishing. They're larping.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, we're pretending like we're fishing.
Flarping.
Yeah, flarping. Anyways.
Yeah. I think
kind of to me it all blends into that new stuff, the virtual reality stuff.
Oh man,
You can do anything you want to virtually.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Huh?
Yeah, you can.
My wife got on to me the other day because I went to the dentist and had some cavities. I said, "Well, I don't have any virtually."
Yeah.
Huh? My virtual self has 0 cavities.
Zero.
Matter of fact, he don't even have bills. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mowed my yard last week. Virtually.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a virtual rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can do virtually. I mean, we're at this day and age, right, that you ain't even got to leave your house to, if you're that type of person, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think I could ever do this, but you could, if you're one of those that, you're still wearing 3 masks and your face shield and you're scared of just everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
You grew up because your parents, they bathed you in, what do they call that hand sanitizer, and every time you touch something, they were like, you're clean, they cleaned you up all the time, and so you're just afraid to go out. You can do everything you want virtually now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can get married virtually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that a lot of those LARPers fell into that category right there. The people that do most of their stuff virtual. Like you can go virtual grocery shopping, but it kind of be real too.
Sure.
Because they can deliver it to your doorstep.
Yeah. You do everything on the line, and it shows up for real,
mm-hmm.
right? So,
but if you could say, all right, look, even video games. Back when we were kids, we beat up Mike Tyson virtually.
Yeah. Once I learned the cheat code,
mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson used to beat the heck out of me. Because, he'd hit you once and you were down.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's real. Come on.
Right. He'd hit you twice, and then you were over there, like, cramping up, hitting that B button so fast, right, just to get up by the 9 count.
Yeah.
And you knew, right,
as soon as he swung.
As soon as he breathed again, it was TKO.
Hey, how come the referee in that game never said nothing? He'd go, bang, bang, bang.
And it was Mario's face, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's a big old fat dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They would, instead of, every time it was like showed somebody's mouth moving when they're supposed to talk, it was like a sound instead of words. It was like,
Yeah.
Remember the big hippo guy? It was like when he opened his mouth, it just went boom, 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 made that weird sound. Anyway, that was all virtual.
It was.
Yeah.
So you can do everything, right?
I think I'm gonna get virtually vaccinated.
I bet that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if you could get like I wonder if you could pull off like a fake.
You say pull out virtually?
Yeah, you could pull out virtually.
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Baby, that kid ain't mine. I pulled out virtually.
Oh man.
Right.
Hey, look.
Huh?
Deadly vaccine. The deadliest vaccine of all vaccines.
Yeah. It's so deadly it has killed other,
yeah. So we got this deadly pandemic. All of a sudden, everybody's running out to get the vac. What do they put a pause on Johnson & Johnson, man?
Yeah.
Hey,
they were blood clotting folks and whatever. I guess.
Hey, I mean, so I want to get one virtually.
That's coming. I bet you can order it.
Get a fake vaccine.
I just don't want to walk around with them. I don't want to walk around with them goggles on, all the time. Be bumping into stuff at the house and,
Hey,
was that you stubbing a toe?
Oh my God! I stumped a toe so hard the other day it cut my toe.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I had a Band-Aid on it.
Would you stub it on a sword?
No, on the side of my desk. I didn't even know there was nothing sharp down there.
You found it.
Hey, I seen a dude at the store the other day. Had his dog in there, right? Some people take their dogs into stores.
Yeah, because everybody now has a what are they called? What are they called? service animals. What are they
Oh,
called?
PTSD dog.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, sis.
Emotional support
support animal. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy, war veteran walking around with a dog and is supposed to support him emotionally.
Yeah.
But regardless of why they have the dog, this guy's dog was acting kind of aggressive towards me or whatever. So I'm moving back, right? Yeah. Like a normal person would. Like, he's like, oh, ain't no need to be scared of him. He won't bite or nothing like that. And I said, I'm not scared of him. I just don't want to have to kill your dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody thinks most people don't think their animal's going to bite. Oh, he ain't never bitten anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Until he does.
Yeah. Everybody, every time there was an accident, nobody expected the accident.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why they're called accidents.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so let's do the Friday trivia.
Okay.
All right. Today's trivia is, what is the Texas state dish? Right? Texas state dish.
Is it something from DQ? Because DQ.
It ain't Whataburger.
That's what I like about Texas.
Hey, you can sing, man.
That's what the jingle said.
I like that.
Singing.
Just think if you harmonized with your own voice a few times in the studio, that'd be awesome.
Is that different than when I harmonize with myself in the shower?
When you're by yourself, it's horrible. But if you were to do it,
I don't call that harmonizing when I'm with myself.
Remember Bone Meth and Harmony?
Remember harmonizing with a bone?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Hey, did it have stickers?
Help! Oh, Bone Meth and Harmony.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So if anybody thinks they know the answer to
the Texas state dish,
if you think you know, send us a message on any of the platforms. Your favorite platform you like to use, we are there.
The dish of the state of Texas.
Yeah. What has been recognized as the Texas
there you go. That's
state dish, the official.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Entree for the state of Texas.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a
dessert of Texas.
Well, there's all kind of stuff, but I wonder, like, there's a penalty if the Texas state bird's a mockingbird.
Okay.
If you kill a mockingbird, you're in trouble. So, what kind of penalty do you get if you mistreat or misuse the Texas state dish? Wonder what happens.
Like if you
go to prison
like
if you don't
prepare
cook it
it
right.
the wrong way. Yeah.
You don't cook it right, you go to prison.
Hey, I'm calling the cops on you.
Hey, what is this?
I'm gonna call the cops.
I'm gonna call a cop. Anyways, y'all let us know what you think. Yeah. We'll announce the winner on Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, this week's survival item.
Okay.
Corn.
It needs to be an umbrella, right?
I mean, that's simple. Corn.
Okay. Like on the cob type thing?
Yeah, just corn, man. You could plant it, eat it.
We know you don't digest it.
Yeah. That's the only thing you can't do with corn. Just digest it. I mean, you could use it to make other stuff. You can grind it down, make tortillas, and make them, you can be making them hard, make tacos.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
You can make soups, stew.
Is corn a pretty, like hardy, or I don't know if I'm using the right term, like when you grow it?
That's what you call it. It's pretty good, hardy.
Hardy?
That means it's tough.
That means it's tough,
yeah.
Okay.
It can survive a lot of extreme conditions.
Okay.
And now not extremely cold, though. You can't.
Okay.
You're not going to do corn.
So what's that other thing that corn gets confused with? Like when you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, hey, is that corn? And it's... is it
maize?
Maize?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Maize.
Y'all got any maize on there?
So. But corn, okay.
El Corno. But not cold corn.
What?
You can't grow corn in the cold.
Oh, okay.
And you can't grow corn if chickens are in the corn. They'll be pecking it all.
Yeah.
Getting it all, Anyways. I can't talk real good.
Right.
Everybody knows that.
It's okay. I won't tell.
Hey, so the fishing report that comes from Chief Yankalip.
So this would be for this weekend. Okay, right?
Yeah, that's for this weekend. This accounts for several lakes, ponds, and streams across East Texas, the piney woods of East Texas.
Very good.
All right, so he says top water is working very well early in the morning.
Yeah, but what's early? I mean, 9?
What's sunrise right now? I say the first hour.
Shoot, a little past, what, 6:15, 6:30?
I'm going to say the first hour of daylight.
Okay.
All right. That's for your bass. Crappie are doing very well on minnows.
Okay.
Yeah. And bass are also doing, like when you get done throwing your top water, right? And you're past that first hour. He says start throwing skirted jigs.
And so now you're transitioning to bass about that time, or what? Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because I said when you're done throwing your top waters for your bass.
I don't know what any of this stuff means.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, so you can't just throw a regular jig, like a male jig. You got to throw a skirted one. You got to throw female jigs. Right?
Are they split-tailed or something?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
A lot of splits.
Yeah.
You know, so it's got all that, you know, I don't know why they call it a skirt, but it's got all those
frillies on it.
The Philly dackers on the end, you know.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
Is that a real word? That's a boondock word. Philly dacker.
You know where I do my best fishing though?
Where?
Virtually.
Exactly. See, you could either take zero bit of this advice and go larp fishing, or
flarping.
Or if you don't feel like getting outside, you can go fishing virtually.
Yeah.
Via the virtual reality games, or even just a regular video game.
Yeah,
you can
shoot.
I mean, hey, huh?
All right.
So, you could for real pretend, but kind of real joke, fake fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter which platform you do it on, you could probably use the same advice across the board.
Yeah. If there's anything you want to do, you can either virtually do it. I mean anything. And if you kind of want to do it, but not for real, but you kind of want to like go through the motions, you could LARP do it.
Yeah.
Like, you could LARP skydive if you want to.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
do it without a parachute, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you do that.
Yeah. You'll only do it once, so, you know.
I took a LARP crap one time.
Yeah. I started crapping virtually just because you don't sweat as much.
How could you crap virtually, man?
It doesn't stink as much either.
Yeah. So when I went LARP crapping, I went in there to crap, but nothing ever happened.
Oh.
I was like, well, I guess false call, you know.
False call.
Hey, what about you said something earlier about super long cell phone cords.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah.
What do you think about those?
So here's what I've come to. My decision on those is...
Wait. Why'd you look down and they go, my decision on those?
Right, because I get upset when I see... Look, there's certain things I don't mind spending a little bit of money on, right? You know, paying... not overpaying for stuff and not just wasting money on, but look, right, I'm going to try never to go cheap on my transportation, you know, because that's just going to turn around and buy. You know, you try to save a nickel on buying a car for cheap, you're buying a cheap car. So
you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you're going to get what you pay for.
Most of the time.
Right. And there's a few other things. But another thing that I try not to go cheap on, right, is phone chargers. Right. So for the folks that buy these, you know, 12-foot cords, but you know, and they cost like $1.70. You know, you buy them at you impulse buy them at the end of the checkout line.
Made by some company in Tajikistan.
Yeah, right. But you're like, oh look, you can get 12-foot for, you know, $250.
Yeah, this is only 23 cents a foot.
Yeah, right. And within 3 weeks, you're like jiggling the cord and you're holding it upside down and you got to bend it the right way.
Yeah.
Just.
Now, I got one of these heavy duty cords, right? You can run this one over with a tractor.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
But all of a sudden, you need another one.
Yeah. So look, let's stop trying to save a nickel on these things, right?
So you're saying let's buy the real cord?
Yeah, let's buy one that's worth a dang.
Buy one that's designed for your phone by the same company that made your phone.
Yeah, right. They probably know what they're doing. Oh well, they're just overpriced and stuff. But look, okay, if you've had to buy 9 of those impulse buy cords, right, for $6 a piece, and I've bought one that's specifically made for my phone.
I bought one back in 2017.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like that one that I have in my truck.
Yeah,
right. I've had that thing in there for about 3 years. Right. We've got these jump ropes strung across our living room in there.
Jump ropes.
Right. And we got to buy one every 4 months. Right.
Yeah. Well, if it's not that it don't last, my boys are real bad about buying one, and then about 3 days later, nobody knows where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've bought in this, I'd say 2020, I bet I bought 37 of those cords you're talking about.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, guarantee, man. At least.
Well, I guess if you're going to lose one.
If not, it felt like it.
If you're going to lose one, then I guess lose a cheap one. You know what I mean? But
I mean, hey, gum. You could LARP buy cords where
that scared the heck out of me just now.
Oh,
right?
Yeah?
Somebody come in the studio and didn't announce their stuff.
And grabbed your drink.
Yeah. So now I'm up here drinkless. Right. So speaking of drink, I was in class today, and one of the students had one of these. It was supposed to be Jell-O, right? They opened up this. It had like the aluminum top. You opened it, right? You peeled it back open. And it's supposed to be Jell-O, right? Like
okay. What was it?
But it was so watery thin. She was sitting there shaking it. I said, I don't think that's Jell-O no more. That looks like some chunky orange drink. That and
so it was like LARP Jell-O.
So her and this other student choked it down, right? So she was like, "Yeah, I don't think that was Jell-O no more." I said, "Well,
it was weird. Whatever it was weird."
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so you was talking about like paying for stuff, this, that, and other.
Yeah.
We want to introduce Ridiculous Fee Friday.
Yes. Right. So, look, I know folks have. Right, if you're an adult, right, this maybe doesn't pertain too much to the younger crowd, right, because they haven't quite experienced this yet, right?
Or pay attention.
So you should pay attention, but to this, and this is going to prepare you, right, for things that you're going to come across, and hopefully your parents are preparing you for these, right? So when you come across it, okay, Mama told me about that. Oh, I remember one time when Daddy told me, I don't need to fall for that dumb stuff.
Yeah, don't pay for these LARP fees.
Yep. Right. So we're talking about dumb fees, hidden fees, ridiculous fees, things that a company or whatever they're gonna see what all they can squeeze out of you, right? They're like, okay, we know they're buying this last minute, so we're gonna slide this fee up here, call it this. And they're probably going to pay it because they're buying it such the last minute that
And most people avoid confrontation, so they're going to be
like, that's fine, just pay it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it usually is like a super cheap fee, so you're like,
so it's
you're like not big enough to argue.
Yeah, okay, whatever. It's just $9, right? But if they do that to
1,000 people,
you know what I mean. So we're going to introduce these every Friday for the next several months, probably, right?
Because there's thousands of these.
There's so many of these, right? I mean,
and it all began with the phone bill. That's where it all began.
You think so?
Oh yeah, guarantee, man.
Cell phone bill?
Yeah, you could go back 10 years ago and look at a cell phone.
No, this all started. Who knows? Who knows, right? I think you easily find some of these on vehicles, right? When you go to buy a vehicle, right? And I've told you the story. I have a buddy out in Abilene. He was in the market to buy a pickup. So this was probably 2016, maybe 2017.
Yeah.
Right? And he's going to find himself a deal, right? He's not going to overpay, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like finding, like, he's like, hey, come check out this vehicle I found in Fort Worth. He pulls it up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's neat. That's a good deal. That's so. And he's going to do his research, and he talked to folks that he knew, and he happened to know a guy who was in the automotive industry somehow, or dealership or something. And he had a friend tell him, hey, wherever you go to buy a vehicle, tell the dealership that, I'm not paying that or that or that or that, because those are all dumb, made-up fees, and they mean nothing. And so he had like found this vehicle, right? And he was communicating back and forth with this salesman, via email or whatever. And I guess the salesman would like send him, hey, here's the price of the vehicle. It was $30,000. And my buddy would be like, okay,
clickety click,
right? He'd send him, hey, I don't want to pay this fee, right? And he said the salesman would give, okay, hey, here's your new price, $29,500, and they're like, okay, yeah, this fee here, that sounds made up. I'm not paying that. And they're okay. Hey, your new price is $27,200. You know what I mean? And so he's winning, right? So he's getting this price knocked down, right? And after like the third or fourth one, like the email he received from the salesman is like, we're going to stop doing business with you because we feel like you're assaulting us, or whatever term they use, right? Right. So he had caught on to their game, and they finally said, yeah, pretty much saying, we can sell this to some other sucker that will pay all these fees, right? Because they're not going to do the research that you are.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say this: do your research, folks. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay these things, right?
What was one of them fees? You remember?
So, from the dealership.
Yeah.
So we'll just say one of the dealership fees that he encountered. We'll use this one as our example today, right? And that fee is going to be your dealer preparation fee.
Oh,
right. So this is the dealership saying, well,
man, what the
hey, so we got your car. We had to take the plastic off of it, off the seats, and we had to
drive it, park it in position.
We had to vacuum it, and we had to fill it with fluids and stuff. Well, look, that's something that took 17 minutes of your time, right?
By employees that are already being paid.
Employees that are being paid, right? Oh, and that's kind of another. I'm glad you say that, because I get a little upset when they're like, "Hey, you going to tip that person?" I'm like, "Well, does that person actually work here and make money? Are they on salary?" Well, yeah. Well, heck, no, they're just doing their job. I'm not tipping them for
doing their job.
Did I come back from deployments and say, "Okay, Americans, are y'all going to tip me for this 7 months I just spent over?" The heck with all these. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And, can you write me a check?
You don't tip the guys down there changing oil. Hey, man, that was pretty fast. I'm going to give y'all an extra $30.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's not like they're like servers who make, $3.97 an hour because they are offset by tips. They already make, they're already on salary. So folks are just doing their job.
It's just part of that American society that everybody deems normal.
Right. So dealer preparation fee, that is today's fee. So if you're in the market for buying a vehicle, and as you're going over your contract, your purchase agreement, right? Go ahead and start finding something that says fee or,
surcharge.
Yeah. A service, right? And just go through like, I don't think I need to pay for that, right? And don't let them tell you, well, yeah, no, right?
Yeah.
So have enough of a sack to stand up and walk out, because you don't have to buy a car.
Sack up.
For them, right? So that's how I always feel. I'll go to a dealership, and I may agree on the price, right? I told you a story about when I was buying my current pickup, right? I walked into the dealership and I said, okay, I want that truck right there that you have listed for $20,000 or $35,000, I think, right? I said, I want that truck right there. And I have a trade-in, right? They're like, okay, and they're like, boop, 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 doing their,
Morse code.
Yeah, doing their computations, right? And he's like, okay, well, hey, we're going to give you, we'll give you $7,000 for your trade-in. I said, here's what you're getting from me. I said, I'm going to write you a $25,000 check and give you my vehicle for that new truck, or it was used, right?
Yeah.
I said, you're getting $25,000 from me and my trade-in. Well, hey, we can only give you $7,000 for that truck. I said, you're getting $25,000 and my trade-in.
Yeah.
Right? So, do whatever you need to do. Either lower the price of the truck I'm getting, or give me more for what I'm trading in.
And they do that all day.
Yeah, well, hey,
finagle them numbers.
But we can only give you so much, or we'll start losing money. Now, I said, either way, here's what I'm leaving with, or here's what you're getting from me: a $25,000 check and that silver Dodge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you do what y'all need to do.
And then I'm driving off.
Yeah.
In that pickup.
Yeah. Or I'm just going to leave in the pickup I have, because it still was in great condition. You know what I mean?
I don't have to have your truck. I
didn't
just want it.
I didn't walk here, and I'm not desperate.
Yeah.
I didn't take the bus, and you don't have me over a barrel.
Yeah, you didn't see anybody drop me off at the.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So look, if you're not in a pickle, right? Don't bend. Don't bend over for these guys, right? When we bought my wife's car up in Atlanta, right? They go, hey, here's the price. I was like, well, we're gonna write you a $42,000 check. Yeah, but we got it listed for $44,000. I said, that's neat.
That's neat,
right? I'm gonna write you a $42,000 check right now. Well, how much are you gonna finance? I said, I'm gonna write and
I'm gonna write you a $40,000 check, and then we're gonna peel off in that nice car right there.
Yeah,
is what we're gonna do.
Right. And so, what did we leave there with? A brand new car that cost us $42,000. Just what I told them.
Yeah.
So don't think, don't let them use all these,
fancy words
and
intimidation.
What do we say? Smoke and mirrors and distractions over here, and right to try to,
LARP language.
Yeah, LARP language. Yeah, don't let them LARP you.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I said though, it happens a lot now, and I'm sure it happened before cell phone bills.
Yeah.
But when cell phone bills hit, it just blew up with the extra fees.
Yeah.
If you look at your cell phone bill right now, you got your this phone right here with this plan is $50 a month.
Yeah.
Well, then how come your bill's $150? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you got to pay the tower maintenance and
tower tax.
We got the wires and
tower tax, wire surcharge.
Yeah.
Russian collection fee. And
yeah.
I mean, you just got all these fees piled up on
it,
and some of them, they're really cheap. Like some will be $1.10.
Yeah. But when there's 42 of them,
when there's 50 charges on there,
yeah.
So
that's right.
And they haven't.
Well, I gotta have my cell phone. I mean,
no, you really don't.
You really don't. I mean, it's a convenience, yes, but does Uncle Ronnie really need to
look here?
Does he live life?
Let me tell you, Uncle Ronnie said he got him an iPhone. Well, he didn't get him an iPhone. Somebody got him an iPhone.
Yeah. Does that person still dress him?
Yes. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
But he has no idea how to use or operate. I don't even know if he knows how to turn on, to answer if you call him or to make a call. Whatever. He might have that figured out by now, but he never has it. Goes down to the farm, does his business, and he never has a cell phone. And he told me one day, he said, "Hey, look, if they ever come looking for me, I'll be right there on top of that microwave."
Yeah,
because that's where that phone stays.
So folks can get through their day.
How did we make it for 7,000 years?
Yeah.
Without a cell phone.
Oh, so I was in, I was in class today, or yesterday actually. I was in class, and the kids had to, do this project from their teacher. Right? It's just a packet. Hey, answer these questions, and some of them started bringing out their laptops. I said, no, you guys won't need these, right? You guys can put those away, right? And then some folks, because sometimes I'll let them use their phone to look information up, You know, if there's something they need to research real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So someone, hey, can we use our? And they started bringing. I was like, no, you don't even need your phones, right? They're like, and this was like an 8-page packet of work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like, well, hey, where are we going to get these answers? Guess what I had already sitting on every single desk in there?
The answers.
A dang textbook
that has the answers.
And they're like, well, where are we going to find them? I said, I can promise you, every question that's in your packet is in that dang book right there, right? Yeah. And I wish we had this on video right now because you would, you know, our listeners would see when they stared at this packet and then they stared at that book like they were a monkey doing the math problem.
Yeah.
They couldn't figure it out.
People can't think or get by without technology.
I said, hey, they're like, well, I think I kind of found what, I don't know where. I said, hey, use your research and detective skills, right? You know, search a whole paragraph for your answer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, they couldn't get it. Man, it was funny all day. Use
the El Braino.
Yeah, so I don't know how we got off on that, but fees from cell phones, but we don't even need those. So look, our fee for the week that you can tell the dealership to suck it on is
the dealership prep fee.
Yeah, dealership preparation fee. You know what I mean?
Don't pay those.
Don't pay that, right?
I wouldn't pay the where they go and get the vehicle. Like it's at another dealership and they charge you $720. Now that's a high fee.
Yeah, but like now I got it.
It'll be like $800 to go to a dealer.
Yeah.
Get that vehicle and bring it there for you to buy.
And that dealer's like 200 miles. I'll just buy it from that dealer.
Matter of fact, I'll go there. He's got it. Okay, thank you. I'll go there.
Yeah.
Or take the charge off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all want to make this sale? How bad? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, sir, we got to make money too. Well, I don't feel like wasting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, can we cut it out with the Larping fees?
Yeah. Can we just make these fees virtually? Right?
Yeah.
You can charge me. You can bill me.
Yeah.
Virtually.
Yeah. Let's do this one in real life, but you can charge me. You can make another bill and hang it up on your wall
and say you charged me
up against the mirror, going, "I'm gonna be successful." There's your virtual bill.
You are handsome. You are smart.
With your positive affirmations.
I
am a winner. I don't suck.
Yeah.
One time I did, but I unsucked.
I am speed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say?
One time I did suck, but I unsucked it. Now I no longer suck. Yeah, if you got to tell yourself that you're a winner, chances are
you're probably not yet.
Yeah. You're probably not going to get hit on butt during good game day.
Why's nobody hitting me?
Yeah, well.
And you can't go around asking for them today, right? You can be like, hey, can you hit me on the butt?
Yeah. And you can't do it yourself. Like, you can't be standing
you
can't be standing in the mirror going, good game.
You can't self-game yourself.
Self-game? Have you ever been self-game?
Yeah.
Hey, is it possible to LARP by yourself?
I guess you could. Just make sure you lock your door.
Like you're fighting an invisible ninja?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, you could. But what if... Can you lose if you LARP by yourself? Wouldn't that be bad?
Yeah, that'd be bad. But I don't know, because I lost one time.
So, listen, you have LARPed before.
I have. Yeah,
I didn't even know it.
I used to football LARP when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right? I used to throw a football up, run real fast and far, and catch it. And if I caught it, it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
You know? And then so I made it to the Super Bowl. And
so you're out there by yourself, right? In the yard
I made it through. The playoffs were tough.
Yeah.
Made it through the playoffs. You know, good game myself, everything.
Yeah.
I had to face myself in the Super Bowl. Right? So it was me against me.
Yeah.
And I lost.
Dadgum.
And I remember I was so proud too because I finally lost the game. I was actually proud of it. Like, hey, you can't win them all.
Can't win them all, right?
So
so you positively spun something that negatively happened to you.
Yeah.
Right. You didn't get all pouty and blame the world about it. And it's the man's fault.
And I didn't even realize what I had done or how dumb I was until Uncle Ronnie. I went inside. I'm probably about 8 years old. Went inside and I was like, he said, "What you been doing?" I said, "Well, I just got out of the championship, man. I just played the Super Bowl." And I lost. And man, he gave me the blues about that. He said, "Dadgum, I believe if I was going to play myself, I'd make sure I won."
Even if I cheated.
But I never lost again since then.
Yeah, undefeated.
See, and
you're undefeated solo football LARPing champion.
Yeah, and your record doesn't count until 10 or older.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, all that other stuff is like the minors.
The minor league. Yeah. So you become a professional at 10.
Yeah, at 10 years old, I was a professional football LARPer.
Yeah.
And
solo.
I'm still undefeated.
Oh, right on. Mm-hmm. So you were LARPing before LARPing was cool.
Was even a thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Just like when we were doing like virtual reality,
Yeah.
Virtually beating up Mike Tyson and
beep, beep, beep,
and dunking. Remember double dribble? It'd be like you're Michael Jordan, but every time you dunk, it's a white guy doing
Larry Bird
dunking. It never showed a black guy dunking.
Yeah.
Man. I was like, wait a minute. I never heard of Michael Jordan till a guy brought double dribble over my house.
Yeah.
All right. And he was showing me like, hey, Michael Jordan's this, that, and other, how awesome he is. Right? I'm like, all right, so I believe this guy, Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan go dribbling down the court, and he'd be front ways in the air. But when it zoomed in, it made that sound you made, like, when it zoomed in, it was this white dude hanging up backwards.
Yeah.
Man. Anyways, you got anything else today?
I don't.
Okay, well, we'll see y'all later, folks. Don't forget about the trivia. Don't forget to email us any show requests.
Yeah.
So, let the Lord be your focus and handle up.